सक्सेस पाने के लिए हमें बहुत कुछ करना पड़ता है। आस्था के पास मैथ्स नहीं थी 11th 12th में, बीए प्रोग्राम की स्टूडेंट थी वो। उन्होंने देखा कि एलिजिबिलिटी रूल्स हर साल चेंज हो रहे हैं। देयर विल बी कॉलेजेस दैट शी विल नॉट बी एबल टू अप्लाई क्योंकि उनके पास मैथ्स नहीं थी। इसी वजह से ही उन्हें डीयू में भी इको ऑनर्स नहीं मिला, बिकॉज मैथ्स नहीं थी। मैथ्स का उनका फियर था, लेकिन उन्होंने सोचा अगर एमई को करना है तो ये फियर हटाना पड़ेगा। उन्होंने नॉट जस्ट सीयूईटी पीजी को क्लियर करके आईजीआईडीआर में एडमिशन लिया, बट ऑल्सो एनआईओएस के थ्रू उन्होंने मैथ्स की डिग्री ली, अपना 12th दिया, एंड नाउ शी ऑल्सो हैज मैथ्स व्हिच इज ऑलवेज अ फियर। तो अपने फियर को ओवरकम करके कैसे अपने ड्रीम को पाया, आस्था से सुनते हैं। All right, hello everyone. So today we are with Aastha Jain. Aastha has made it to IGIDR, which we were just talking is has been one of her dream institutes forever. She wants to work with RBI. So Aastha, many congratulations on achieving this.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right. So today I'm going to change the format of the interview a little bit. I wanted to keep it a little interesting. So I'm just going to ask you some like questions, and I'll ask you like the three most important things that help you do this.
Okay, sure, ma'am.
You answer, all right? Okay, Asta. So let's go. First, the three most important things that you think helped you succeed.
Ma'am, consistency, work like every week, try to improve, just not targets, but also improve yourself where you are making mistakes. Secondly, I would say previous year questions and the portal, which was having everything structured in a structured way, that helped me through it. And analyzing your mock test and test papers, marks, that helped me really.
All right. To recap, it was being consistent, like sitting to study every day,
Yeah, yeah.
taking, analyzing mock tests,
Mock
doing
test.
PYQs.
Yeah.
Anything else that I missed?
Concepts, ma'am, fundamentals should be very clear. Like if you,
All right. So I'm going to come to all that. So three personal habits that you thought contributed most to your success. Like personally, what did you think about that?
I think being motivated every day to study and actually having that faith that you will get into it, your dream college, that was the biggest thing. Uh,
Hmm.
this year I supported myself. Secondly, I mean, I think re-revising everything, the syllabus we do is like really vast. So if we take it on at the end, then we forget things. So
Hmm.
I think to keep revising your notes regularly basis helped me a lot. Uh, Third, I would say calmly just doing and practicing what
Hmm.
teachers are teaching us, and yeah,
Correct.
believing.
I think very important things. Backing yourself up, very
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
Working on your core concepts all the time, very important. So very important things that you mentioned. That yeah. So if I follow up on that, what do you think is the way to strengthen your core concepts? Like a lot of people, what they do is that they watch the videos, let's say, and
Yeah,
they think that concepts ho gaye. So
yeah.
what do you think really means strengthening core concepts?
I mean, when you study and after that you close a book, then you rewrite things that what you actually have understood.
Hmm.
I think that gets the point. And actually, what you're forgetting, you again revise it, again
Hmm.
see where you are making mistakes. That
Hmm.
I used to rewrite what I am not able to remember for a long period. That made me,
So you kept writing what you
yeah,
were like, what, let's say from one topic, you don't, this point you are constantly forgetting. So you constantly used to
yeah,
write that
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, to
Actually, I wasn't having maths in my plus two. So
oh,
initially, I was really afraid of maths. So
hmm.
till 2, 3 months, I really did work on maths.
Oh, so that is
So
why also you didn't get eco honors because you didn't have maths, so you would not
yeah,
get
yeah,
eco
yeah, yeah,
honors.
that
Yeah.
time. But this year, I got the NIOS form filled, and I attempted in
Oh, you
February.
did.
Yeah, I gave my maths exam.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
when I saw JNU eligibility change this year,
Hmm.
so I thought, oh, it might happen to DSC and something else. So
Yeah.
I want to be on the safer side and gave that
Oh, wow.
exam.
So you had to, you gave the NIS maths.
Yeah.
Wow. How was that experience?
It was
Um,
nice. It was like having a deja vu of board's time. It was
hmm.
whole experience, yeah.
Okay, so and how difficult or easy was the form filling and giving the exam? How difficult or easy was that?
When I attempted it, I gave my paper in February. So
Hmm.
exam happened on 15 and I had my maths paper on 25th because
Hmm.
it happened for 3 months. And then CVT dates also came earlier this time.
Hmm.
So it became little hectic in my mind that how will I be able to manage. But
Hmm.
eventually,
So you gave the physical exam, you went to the center,
yeah, yeah.
the Noida center.
I went to here in Madhya Pradesh,
Acha,
Jabalpur.
you went in,
Yeah,
you went to the center
yeah,
in Madhya Pradesh.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to take the date. How much before did you take the date?
I
Um,
filled in the form in January.
you filled the form in January.
And we
Okay.
have dates. They give you the choices. You can fill it. So I accordingly chose 25th.
So what was the process like? Like you went online, filled the form,
Yeah,
and
I just paid the fees and we got
hmm,
the admit card a week before. And
hmm.
then it's the process. It was simple. So yeah, I took
Process
it.
was pretty simple. And so you just chose your center as your
Yeah,
hometown.
yeah,
And so and all, lots of since if I'm assuming that Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh was available, that
yeah.
means a lot of option
I
centers
guess
are available.
yeah, yeah. In every state there might be at least one or two centers.
Yeah, in every state there should be a lot of options. Okay, wonderful. That's good. So that's great. So you got that also out of the way, that in case. So for somebody who didn't have maths to finally, you had
Yeah,
to, you did have to do maths.
you have
So that's
to
nice.
build
And
a.
did you, and so you studying for that separately also along with the entrances? How are you studying for that?
Ma'am, YouTube, some channels were really good,
Okay.
and the NCRT course, the NIOS course, was not
Ah.
that much. The syllabus was different. Like in entrance, we have different things. The vectors, 3D geometry, that was important. So I had to give 1 month for it also. So it happened. It got it. And the previous year for that also worked really well. Like the paper was pretty much similar to what previous year's paper.
So doing the PYQs even for
Yeah,
this, for
yeah,
that also work. Okay. Wow. So that's quite a journey.
yeah.
From being non-maths to then doing BA
Maths.
program to then actually doing maths and now going to IGIDR. So wonderful, wonderful, Astha. Okay. And three things you tell me that helped you most before exams, to revise the syllabus, to to get your everything there before the exams. What are the three most important things before exams?
I'm practicing that if you are not that much getting panic while you are in the exams, like managing your time so that the questions are what you know actually you do there. It's not
Hmm.
like you forget there. So yeah, time managing before you start a month or before 2 months to keep doing the real way of what will happen in the exams.
So how did you do that? What was your real way? So I heard that another student I had interviewed. So
Yeah.
he used to try and he said that he used to try and keep the room hot because
Oh.
it may be hot in the exam hall.
I used
And
to start a stopwatch.
uh,
So the timer, I used to work from that. Even I studied using a timer also because if I get distracted, I would stop and then you know na
how
how
much you've
many
actually
you are,
done.
yeah, you're really studying. So
Nice. So, and how did you keep in? You mentioned that you used your mock test to keep improving yourself. So,
yeah.
how did you do that? So, when you made errors and you did not, you got questions wrong. So, what did you do then?
Honestly, I wasn't performing well in mock test, and it was a little demotivating me. But when I again go through it, actually, the questions when you see in the mock test, I felt like, oh, is this gonna come? I'm not able to solve this. But then again, when I was to calmly go through the mock test again, then
Hmm.
sometimes I see the solution, then I know, okay, okay, I can do something similar to this and then practice. So
Hmm.
it helped me. And actually, the mistakes I've made, then I used to remember in my exams that here I was wrong. So now I have to correct it. So yeah.
Hmm. Right. And how much did that help you? Like, did you see some questions in your papers that, are this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
used to be?
It used to be like CVT mocks. I remember there were two, three questions similar to like, yeah. So I was happy. Oh, I've done this before. Okay.
Okay. All right, that's good. And in terms of like, so how different was our preparation from your syllabus, like from BA program, right? So when you studied the material and you did you attend the classes? Were you regular with
Yeah.
classes?
Yes, ma'am. I chose after July. I chose self-paced groups. I used to watch after one day after. So
Okay.
yeah, but I used to complete my lectures and then used to cover the.
So how different was the preparation for you? Like, was it very different, the material that we used to do in
No,
classes, the
ma'am. A
syllabus?
little, everything was in depth. In the
Hmm.
Delhi University, you study everything, but the exam, the mode of exam also taught that you to write. So we used to make it wide, but not in depth. So yeah, but
Hmm.
by studying used to go every models and
Hmm.
everything used to study in depth, the why that is happening in the graph, everything.
Hmm. And our course was also very mathematical. So how did you
Yeah,
manage that?
in starting I was afraid, but after practicing and doing regularly I became habitual.
You were okay with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
BA program actually in economics major, there were two three subjects in a first and second semester that were mathematical also, so it was.
and so for revision, you said that you used to note down things that you were forgetting.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything else? Any other revision tips that you did like differently?
I mean, ma'am, crisp and very short notes if you want to hang you where you are studying, so you keep seeing that. So yeah, you remember by seeing that a little formula you used to revise the whole page. So yeah, it
Hmm.
can on your
Okay. All right.
brain.
Works. Indian economy, I was going to come to that. That is the thing that most students are most scared of. So
Yeah.
how did you tackle that?
Last when I gave my last year exam, the Indian economy was literally a different thing last year. So this time I was sure that I have to study a bit, but not. I didn't give much time to that. What I was getting from the portal and from notes, they were, I guess, enough. I studied and it were the questions were from it also, so it helped.
Okay. All right. And when you saw the paper, how was it? Because this time the paper was very simple. So a lot of
Yeah,
people got scared also that Arey, itna
yeah,
simple paper hai, how will the
हाँ,
cutoffs be?
right.
So
So when we finished the paper, it was like in the mind it came that yeah, the cutoffs are gonna be so high because the
hmm.
paper was literally seriously very, very much easy.
Hmm.
It was like
Yeah, so that okay. And were you able to in this paper was not a very lengthy paper, so it wasn't so much of a
yeah, yeah, no formula. Like only I guess two, three questions were one was ISLM and two, three more. There were very less of numericals this time.
very nice numerical
Yeah.
this time.
So
Hmm.
the time was like okay for 75.
The time, huh? This time there was not so much of a challenge. And did you
Yeah.
revise the paper after giving or did you just stick once and okay, whatever?
I revised. I was left with, I guess, 7 to 10 minutes. So I went through it. The questions I left, so 7, 8 questions I left. So I went if they are coming to me. And then what I did, I saw that were they okay or not.
So how many questions did you leave? Did you take guesses
I,
in the
I
exam?
attempted 67 questions.
Okay.
And I guess four, five were guessing.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Asta, nice hearing from you. So I think one of the most important things that you said was keeping yourself motivated throughout the year. Like, so anything that you did, to keep yourself motivated throughout the year because this was a drop year for you.
Yeah.
So it does get difficult, you can get distracted. You can,
Yeah.
start worrying if I'm in the right track. Should I take up a job? Should I do something else? It's not easy. So, how did you keep yourself motivated?
I guess side by side, I used to learn things I don't know. Like I was learning Python from YouTube, a little a day. If some days I don't used to study if it's not happening, so I used to learn Python or something that's interesting. So it was scary when everybody around you is doing something. Like my friends got somewhere last year only.
Hmm.
They didn't took a drop. So yeah,
Hmm.
I want to make sure that I'm not lacking behind. So yeah, working on my skills were something I did this year.
Hmm. Hmm. Nice. And so you took the self-paced also. Otherwise, you would also be attending classes, but you decided to go for self-paced. So even that you have to be self-motivated. So did
Yeah,
you kind of take the topic test regularly to
yeah,
kind of see?
yeah. Topic test I used to give regularly. When I finished my topic, when what I was going with, then I used to give the test. I took self test because the maths was really scaring
Hmm.
me. The
Yeah, you
classes
had to go at your own pace.
you
Correct.
had to do, and when everyone used to answer, it got like clearly how they are doing. So I went back,
Okay.
I studied maths, then came to do the problems.
How did you study maths? Did you pick up the class 12 book and studied, or how
Yeah,
did you
class
do?
12 books and little bit of material I get into YouTube
You mentioned you followed some
yeah,
channels and you
and
did
the
class
portal
12
videos.
and
And
the portal videos. Okay.
I used to go from very, very basic videos that were there
Hmm.
in the portal. Then, and the
Okay.
notes were really helpful, so they really worked.
Wonderful, Asta. And what do you want to do later in life?
Uh, I need to figure it out, but right now I think RBI, B grade, or exams I would prepare while pursuing
Hmm.
this years.
Yeah, so being in IGIDR will help with that. At least some people get internships, so it's very marks based. I think only the top six or something get internships with RBI, but the name matters in RBI. You can apply and get a chance. Okay, thank you so much, Astha, for this interview. I wish you all the very best, and I hope you do very well in your life later on, and you keep smiling like this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Astha.